Welcome to the very first episode of the Pixel Pitch Marketers podcast. The first guest for our podcast is someone who chose to question a system most of us find intimidating and then decided to fix it. Ms. Shreya Sharma, the founder and CEO of Rest the Case, a legal tech platform that's working to make legal help simpler, more accessible, and less overwhelming for everyday people. Trained in law and international relationships with academic experience from Harvard and Cardiff University, she brings both global perspective and on-ground realism to the way she works. Shreya ma'am started Rest the Case while she was still a student, just like us. She turned personal frustration with how inaccessible legal support can be into a growing platform connecting people with verified lawyers across India. She is not just a founder, but also a lawyer, a mediator, and a TEDx speaker who believes that understanding the law shouldn't feel like decoding a foreign language. Please welcome Ms. Shreya Sharma.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us today.
So thank you so much for that, ma'am, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So, ma'am, let's start. So, you work very closely with young professionals like us who are just starting and young founders, and you're also part of this generation yourself. When people say they have a very judgmental thought about Gen Z, that Gen Z is impatient and they're entitled, what does it feel true to you? What do you think? Are we completely misunderstood?
I think so. It's a mix, right? A lot of times people say that when you have grey hair and when you look older, that's when you're smart or that's when you can add value. But none of us have grey hair. I think we're doing well. So that's not always the case, that the older you are, the more experience you have. I think it's more the more you want to learn, the more you want to add value, the more you want to work hard, you will be able to work well in any organization. So whether you are, in that case, if you're Gen Z or you are from any other generation, it doesn't really matter. I think what matters is what you want to do, what value you want to add, what work you want to do. That's what makes the real difference. Because we have a mix at Rest the Case also. There are some people who have worked for a lot of years, some people who have just started out. But if you ask me that is this person giving more value than the other, it's not like that. Everyone is doing their work to the fullest. And that's what the sign of a person who is actually adding value to a company is, right? Not whether that person has white hair or not. So.
Ma'am, also I believe that you are one of the very young entrepreneurs into law and tech who blinds law and tech together. So ma'am, one simple thing that I wanted to know is like, do you think that Gen Z is actually changing the work culture?
A little bit, to be completely honest, because a lot of people now want to work specific hours and want to work a particular kind of job. It's very JD focused, but which is sometimes fair, sometimes not. But on the flip side, it's also that a lot of people who have started working now, they understand the startup culture. They understand that you want to. One person might have come for sales, but they are also contributing in some other way. So there is that flip side also. So yes, they have brought in changes because the workplace is not as traditional as it used to be. Small things like if you go to an older company, everyone is very formal with each other, which is also good. But sometimes you want to be able to talk and discuss. Like people at Rest the Case also, I have a conversation with them daily. I want to know what they are doing, what they are saying, what they feel about certain things, about products, about decisions, about day-to-day operations. I want to know what they feel also, which is a very new Gen Z thing. It's not a traditionally how companies run. That's not traditional, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing that you're discussing and you're talking about it, because the people who are who are working in your company are people who you have got for a particular purpose, and you should use them to the fullest. Otherwise, what's the point? So yeah, I think it's a good mix of some old things that have changed for the better. Some things have where I like we were just discussing some time ago, the work-life balance and all of those things, which we were just I was just talking to Dejani about before, where we were saying that you should just love what you do. It's not really I at least me personally, I don't believe in a work-life balance kind of thing, because I feel like it will get balanced when you're doing something that you like to do. But the Gen Z wants that work-life balance where I work from this time to this time. Don't call me up after 5 o'clock. I am done. So those things I don't agree with, but that's just me. There's some things I'm very happy that they've changed.
I also believe that sometimes it's always about how you communicate.
Yeah.
And if you are able to communicate anything to your boss or anyone you're working with, it's definitely something which motivates you, that okay, I'm able to express what I feel. So that is something which I feel everybody should practice, to communicate.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So ma'am, like you are also someone from a young generation, and you have started an entire startup yourself, you're working on it, and you did mention that there were people from different generations that are working in Dress the Case. How are you able to connect them? So someone that is maybe from Gen Y, and then there's someone from Gen Z, and they have different morals. Like you said, there are some values that are kept as old traditions, and there's some changes as well. Was there some sort of challenge that you faced in getting that culture to where it is right now?
So yes, it did not always start off where, at least when we started Rest the Case, there was a lot of people who, so on the phone they would talk to me and they would be different. Then they would come and see me and they would be like, oh, she's quite young. Should I be listening to what she's saying or not? So we did have that issue earlier. But what I started as a practice with Rest the Case is, as part of anybody's training when they come in, the first thing we do is we explain to them what our vision is. For me, the vision, mission, all of those things are not things we just put on the website. They are things that we make sure that each person who comes to Rest the Case knows and is aware of and is working in that direction. So each team has a particular vision that we have discussed with them before they start doing any work. And we make sure that whatever activities they are doing, whatever work they are doing, it matches that end vision. So that's part of their training in the beginning. When they come to Rest the Case, we explain to them what Rest the Case's vision is, what we are trying to do, what we are trying to achieve, and I think that gets the respect and that gets the work going, and not really respect for the person, respect for the organization kind of comes with time, but at least respect for what you're doing. I wanted that to be there from the beginning, and that happens when we set that vision from the start. We tell them that this is why we started Rest the Case, this is what we want to do, and whatever work you're going to do is going to help us get that vision. That's how we saw it.
Ma'am, don't you think that the laws in India and the laws abroad are very different? So Rest the Case is kind of a platform where you connect everybody, right? That it's like a one-place solution for anything that you want. So ma'am, don't you think that the rules and regulation here and the rules and regulation abroad, don't they create kind of a problem for you to deal with clients and all?
So we don't do a lot of cases abroad. Currently, we are doing cases mostly only in India, because what you said rightly, the laws are different. That's one. Most importantly is that Indian legal system is very, very vast. We are so many people, and we have so many laws, and there is some things that are properly structured and some things that are really not, and some things that are very cluttered and chaotic. So handling only India is also a massive task. So we are managing India mostly, And I mean, we do get some cases, but our main focus is India and Indian lawyers and Indian customers, because there's plenty to first manage here, and then I think we'll be able to replicate this very easily in other countries. But if you do something in another country and then come to India, you can't replicate it. It's because we work on a different track only. So we are first perfecting this ecosystem, and then that. I think that's how, when we do move to countries outside, we'll be able to replicate, because we're trying to perfect all the loopholes, all the issues, all the systems that we have currently here, and then we'll be able to replicate in other countries.
So ma'am, you did your further studies not in India, you were outside. So where did you get the idea that this is something that I want to do in India? I want to come back to my country and this is what I want to do here.
So mostly it was like I was just discussing, there's a lot of structure in law outside, because it's very, there it is actually quite black and white. This is what you're supposed to do, this is the law, you come here, you do this, you get this done, this much time, that kind of thing. It's not the case here. There were some platforms that I saw in the UK that were doing something like what Recipe is doing, and they were running quite seamlessly. And I knew that if I did it in India, it would be different than it was there. But I think that was a challenge I wanted to take on myself, that I should try to do it there where people actually require it. And also we started our main functioning during COVID. That time all the more people couldn't go to courts and couldn't go find somebody, so they were trying to look online only, and even online they couldn't find a lot of options. They couldn't find who was the right person to talk to, who they should get in touch with, which lawyer, what type of lawyer. If I'm having a family case, is this lawyer good for everything, or should I talk to somebody else? Even stuff like that. That general information is also quite less. So that's why, because I saw that a real problem is here. That's why I thought that coming here and doing it, coming in India and doing it was a better option than doing it outside. Also, I wanted to come back home. On a personal note, I wanted to come back home also. So, yeah.
No other place like home.
Yeah. Ma'am, was there a moment when you felt like rest the case stopped feeling like an idea, but more of a responsibility?
I think from the beginning, to be honest, it was a responsibility, because with legal problems, it's very personal to everybody. Your own legal issues, you want to be extremely sure. Some legal doctors, there are things that you don't want to take a risk with. You want to be very sure, and then that's how you want to do it. So it was a responsibility from the beginning. In fact, we started getting clients quite early on, because, like I said, there was a huge gap in finding a lawyer. Where you can find a lawyer, there was a huge gap. There used to be people who initially, because it was just me, and I got an intern from somewhere, and that's how we were doing it, to help me out, because we wanted to get lawyers on more quickly. So there was some lady who had called me, and she wanted help in a divorce matter, and her problem was seeming very big. And then sometime later, another person called me, and he had some other issue, and his problem was seeming very big. And everyone's problem, when you think about legal, is in some or the other way very serious and a big issue. For me, it might be small. For you, it might be big. For someone else, it might be small. But that kind of thing. So they are serious issues. Most legal matters are serious issues. So it did feel like a responsibility right off the bat, because I was like, I have to help this person see this through, make sure because we are claiming that we're going to help you find a lawyer. But what actually most companies fail to do is that you get a sale, you tell everybody, you convince somebody that I'll be able to give you this, and then once that person is convinced, the service part of it is somewhere disappeared. I wanted to make sure that the service is the main thing that we are known for, and not that we do a lot of sales, but that we are servicing these people really well. So yeah, it's not easy to give them that assurance and that comfort in finding a lawyer. So I felt very responsible for each person that comes to rest the case to ask for legal help, that they should be able to find somebody who will be able to help them. So yeah, it's been like that from the start.
That's a great point. So, ma'am, what we know from Rest the Case is that you guys use AI chatbots. So, AI is becoming a huge part of legal trends. Can you explain to us exactly how AI is involved in that space?
Yeah, so with AI, we have launched this platform called Leah, which is a legal intelligence assistant. If you like the name, please give me the credit. So basically what Leah does is, it's for Indian lawyers mostly. What we do is we help them summarize their cases. We help them do case drafting, so they draft documents, and we make them do legal research, all which now you would think they can do through, say, ChatGPT, or they can do through any other model that's already there. But what we've done at Rest the Case is we have trained our model on only legal data. So we have spent a lot of time. We have spent about 3 years, and still we are still doing it, where we are getting information from courts, where we're getting information from actual legal sources, actual legal books, actual legal documents, and that's how we are putting that information on Leah. All our information comes from actual legal sources, which on, say, a ChatGPT or those kind of LLMs, they get it from open sources. So it's a mix. They get some from articles, they'll get some from a news piece, they'll get some from law also, and they'll get some from, say, some judgment. But so that what can happen with that is, some of that is somebody's opinion, some of that is somebody's has come from somewhere else, some of that is not checked, some of them. So you don't know how much you can trust it. Also, LLMs like these, they tend to hallucinate after a point. So they try to give, because they want to give you an answer, so sometimes they give you an answer that is probably not as accurate as you would think, which, if you've seen ChatGPT, they write a disclaimer down also. Yeah. That's what it's for, because sometimes it can hallucinate. So what we've tried to do with Leah is that we said that we have trained our model in a way that you only take information from legal sources. Don't take it from anywhere else. So if you're giving an answer, you give an answer only from a legal source, so that we know that this is not somebody's opinion, this is not what some judge thinks or what some author thinks or any of that. This is from what is written down as the law. This is from there. So although nobody can say that this is 100% correct, but we are trying to work on the accuracy every day. We're close to about 90-95% accuracy, because we are getting it from sources that are legal, where you should find the answer from. When, as a lawyer, when you're making your case, we are only using those sources. So we took some time. We've taken about 3 years or so to do this, but it's giving out good results now.
Above 90% accuracy is something that I don't think AI, ChatGPT and all does.
Yeah, because it's generic. Yeah. So we are trying to make it as specific as possible. So that's why, we spent a lot of time, but I'm glad we spent that time on it.
I'm sure it's completely worth every minute that was spent.
I'll show you guys after that.
Yeah, sure. Ma'am, and in a field of law where human judgment matters a lot, where do you draw the line between automation and human decision making?
So not just with Rest the Case, in general, if you're talking about the legal field also, they did try to add AI for judgment. So I don't remember what that company is called, but they tried to give it to judges, where the judge would say, "This is the case. What would the outcome of this case be?" But law has, like you said, a big human intervention also. There are two parts in law. This is probably technical, but one is the rule of law, and one is the spirit behind the words that you write. So it's even in our constitution, where it says that there are two parts. One is the spirit, and one is the script. So the script is what's written, right? So your general understanding of what is written down. The other is the spirit behind what is written down. That spirit comes from different people. I could interpret the word as something else. You could interpret as something else. You could interpret as something else. But that's very important that our interpretation is different, because each case that, say, me as a judge, for example, I'm listening to is different from the case that you are listening to, and different from the case that she's listening to. And so it's very important to have that human intervention, which AI, at least as of now, I don't know what happens in the future, but as of now cannot do. Cannot tell you what a human would think or how a human would feel when they hear a case like this, or when they hear a situation like this. So in law, it's very important to keep that balance between the spirit and the script. So I think I've answered your question.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
So like what you just said, my next question was going to be like future of AI. So like recently there's been a lot of discussion, especially if you've seen the Elon Musk podcast. So there he did mention that AI will change how jobs and how the entire world works in the future. Do you think AI will eliminate jobs, or will it force people to redefine their value?
Yeah, I think you've put it very well. It will force people to redefine what they are doing, because even with AI, at least if you're seeing AI in the structure that it is now, in the future people could, even Elon Musk for that matter, he thinks crazy things every day. So tomorrow he could come up with something where it's a walking, talking person, thinking, talking, everything. So I don't know about what they will do in the future with AI, but in its current form and state, if we think about it, say we all are researching the same thing. I will get a different answer from you and from you, because you will maybe I will just write a generic statement, tell me about rest the case, and I'll get something. But say you will write, tell me about rest the case, which is a legal aggregator platform. I want to know how it works, what the process is like, what the numbers are like, what the people are like, what the founder is like, you will make more specific statements to it. So you will get a better answer than what I will get. What I mean by that is, what you said, that they will have to redefine their value. They will have to, because even if I'm using AI to get my work done, I need to be able to think about how to get work done from AI. Because getting work done from AI sounds easy, but you need to know how to get work done from AI. What should I tell what should my prompt be? Yeah. What should I explain to AI so that I get the answer I want? Even so, if they were saying recently that designers will be completely obsolete because AI can design everything, but you have to tell AI that I want this line, I want it to be yellow, I want it to be pink, I want it to be bold, I want whatever. My specifications have to be very clear. So it will urge people to think, I think. It will make people want to think so that they can get a better response from AI. To get things done from any machine, you need to be able to think how to get that work done from the machine. So yeah.
Now it's very important for everyone to learn how to do AI. Because we need to instruct him that what we want, and then he will deliver us.
Exactly. You can't just write something generic and expect that you will get an amazing answer and this will solve all your problems. it has to be, you have to be specific. You have to say that this is what I want, this is why I want it, and that's when you get an actual answer and get the actual use of it. So if you think that you'll have to think less, in fact it's ulta. You'll have to think more when you're using AI, so that you get something that is different, something that is actually adding, relevant and adding value to what you're doing. So,
What skills do you think will actually matter in a AI-driven future?
I think first, like we discussed now, is the ability to be able to think. You should be able, and I know that it seems like a very small, simple thing, but to be able to actually put your mind to something and not just be like it'll be taken care of is a skill in itself. You need to be able to think. You need to be able to see a vision, and like I said, all these things that companies talk about, their vision, that we spoke about that in the beginning, they're not just things that are there on their website or things that are there. They are actually something that drives that company. You should be able to think in that direction when you are working, when you are even when you are in college. You should be able to think like that. Think that what is the end goal? What am I trying to do? And then think in that direction. So I think that's very important in an AI-based world. Also, I think it's very important to pick up a skill and be very good at that skill.
Okay.
We don't realize the importance of a skill-based kind of thing, but having a skill and being good at that skill is very important. It's a very common saying, right? That you do one thing 100 times, you do 100 things once, right? So that one thing will always be better. So if you pick up a skill and you're good at that skill, you'll be able to use that skill very well, and you'll be able to actually showcase that. You'll be able to use that in multiple ways. Even if you're using AI and you are say you are very good at design, and that is your skill, right? So you know how design happens now, and you picked up that skill. You're creative. You know how to use, say, Photoshop. You know how to use any other thing that you use to make designs. And even with AI, you will only be able to add more value to that. You will be able to make your designs better. You'll be able to make them look nicer. You'll be able to add more, say, graphics to it, more animation to it, whatever you do. I'm not very good at it, so I don't know. But you'll be able to add more stuff to that. So you should pick up a skill, and you should practice that skill well. I think that's also extremely important when you're working in an AI-based world, because AI will help you in everything, but you need to know where it will help you best and how to use it best. And that will happen when you know one thing well. You'll be able to know how to make that thing better. So you should have skill for sure that you concentrate on. And also third is that stop thinking that AI is going to take it away from you. Use it, make it your friend instead of thinking that it's going to take it away from you. I think it's nothing to be scared of. It's not complicated. When you look at it from the outside, from far away, you feel like, oh, this is a complicated thing. People use fancy words and big words, and like, oh, I'm not understanding this. But it's really not that complicated. And use it to the fullest. There's something that is there that someone has made that you can use. There are multiple options you can use for free. Use it and exploit it completely and make the most of it. So I think that's what you should do in an AI world.
We'll definitely try to inculcate all this. Definitely.
So ma'am, all of this change, AI, technology, work pressure, expectations, it plays out very differently depending on who you are or what you're doing, the space that you are occupying. As a woman founder in a traditionally male-dominated field like law, have you noticed moments where you were judged differently?
Yeah, I mean, I was judged differently. I had, when I started as the case, I had a couple of things not working for me. Like I said, one though was that they used to meet me and they used to feel that I'm a child and this is my project that I'm doing for the summer kind of thing. A lot of people thought that this was some project that I'm doing and I want to stop doing it. and so a lot of people didn't take me seriously. And plus, yes, like what you said, law is a very male-dominated field. Although I was not practicing in the courts, but I had to meet these lawyers daily. So initially, all the lawyers that we onboarded on Rest the Case were people whose offices I went to, and I explained to them what the idea was and what I wanted to do and what I wanted from Rest the Case. But yeah, I got a lot of people who told me that this is not, don't do it. In fact, there was this one person whose office I went to, and I was talking and I was explaining, and I thought I had given a fantastic pitch. I thought I was very good. I thought I've explained everything, and I'm not exaggerating, but he told me that, you know what, this is good. You seem smart. I'll give you advice. Stop it. He said, just there's no point. He's saying, why are you doing all this? अभी अच्छा लग रहा है, फिर बाद में नहीं लगेगा, फिर तभी you'll have wasted so much time. Don't waste time. Leave it. And I was like, but I thought I was making sense. I thought I was explaining to you that this is a good idea. He's saying, yeah, it's fine, but you know what? You're young. What are you going to do? How much time do you need this for? And at that time, to be honest, I felt really bad because I was like, I thought I was making sense to you. I thought this was going to add value to you. Yeah, it did show me that like we were discussing before when we were sitting, that rejection is not easy, but it's a good thing. Because you don't realize that then. At that time too, I was very angry. I was like, I will always remember his name, and one day I will go and show him. To be honest, I don't remember his name now. But I know where his office is, but I don't remember his name. But I was that time, I was like, main badla lungi isse type of thing. But eventually you learn to grow up, and you learn to say that happened. And if everything is going well, you will never know what good feels like, because everything has always been good, and you don't know what the other side of it is. And one day when something, because it's not possible that everything is always good, but that one day when something does go bad, you'll be like, you will not expect it to happen, and it might really shake you. So it's good when you have these ups and downs, and it's not a plain road, because it just makes you stronger, I think, right? So yes, I did get a lot of people who did say a lot of things, but there were also a lot of people who didn't. So to those people who didn't, I'm very thankful. But the people who did it, it's fine. I think they just taught me to be stronger. I used to be like, now I'm talking to you guys also, I used to be very scared to talk to anybody, because there were these people who said this stuff to me. So the next meeting I went after that guy, I could not pitch anything to him, because this guy before them had already told me that this is not going to work out, leave it. He said, I'm giving you advice, white hair man. He said, I'm giving you advice, take it, don't do it. So the next meeting I went for was very bad. I'm not sure I even told that person the whole product well, or I explained it properly, because I was very dejected. After giving myself some time, I realized that at least from that I could pick up कि maybe ये नहीं बोलना चाहिए in my next meeting, और this meeting ऐसे करना चाहिए, in this meeting ऐसे करना चाहिए, because that worked and that didn't work. So you take out all the good from it. That's all you can do. That this thing was good, so you take that out from it. At least you said I speak well, so maybe I can use that. Maybe I can use that for something. So, but yeah, that does come with a lot of people telling you things, and I think practice to just let it go.
Ma'am, even after being people so judgmental, you came out very strong. So, ma'am, like, how did you start your journey? Like, you are one of the youngest entrepreneurs that I know. So, you have already achieved so much. So, how did your journey actually begin? Like, what pushed you to start so early?
To be honest, I got the idea, like she said in the introduction, when I was in college, and I didn't want to wait. I was quite excited about it, and I had to. So I was bootstrapped in the beginning, right? So I had to convince my family that this is what I wanted to do, because it's at the end of the day, it's not a very cheap affair to start a company. I tried to explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what my plan is. I had to actually explain to them as if I'm pitching. It was like a Shark Tank kind of situation where I had to explain what I'm doing and why I want to do it, which also worked out for me because it made me sure after pitching to them that this is what I want to do, because I gave myself some time to think about whether this would actually work out in the long run, because like Lexicon, there is no other platform in India currently. Now there are still some that are getting made, and as we speak, I'm sure many more. But when we started Lexicon, there wasn't any other platform like it. So I did have to convince that this is something I want to do, but I didn't want to wait, and I didn't want to do it after some years, and because I'm sure for some people it must be working better when they work somewhere, get some experience, do that thing, which is absolutely correct. But for me, I thought that if I start, because my other option was that I would practice law, right? So for me, I thought that if I would start practicing law, I wouldn't start my business. I would be so involved in doing that, I wouldn't want to do this. Also, I would have then not come back to India. And so there was a lot of things at that time where I was like, no, I want to start now. I don't want to waste any time. I just want to do it. So I just went and did it. Yeah.
Well, you started directly from college itself. You did not want to be. Looking back, what was the one belief that you had about yourself that you had to unlearn and then grow as a leader?
I think unlearn was I didn't, to be honest, I didn't know much, so there wasn't much unlearning that I had to do, because I was learning on the job. I did see how my father works, how because my family does business, right? So I did see how they work, so I know how business runs, but I didn't know a lot about day to day of a business. So there wasn't much I had to unlearn, but there was a lot of stuff that I had to learn. There was a lot of stuff going on around me. Sometimes people at work would say things and I would be like, please explain what you mean in simple language, so I know what you're talking about, so that, because at the end of the day I have to give you a decision, and I'm not going to be able to give you a decision if I don't understand what you're saying to me. So in the beginning that did happen, where I would make them explain each thing that they are telling me. I said, please explain this in simple language so I can tell you whether this is what we should do or this is what we shouldn't do, because I understood business. So that wasn't an issue, but there was a lot of technical terms I didn't understand, so that I have to say, you please explain. When you explain it, and when I've understood, then I'll tell you that, okay, this is correct, not correct, works, not work, doesn't work, that kind of thing. So there was an unlearning because I didn't know much. But I think what I did pick up though was I used to have this thing that especially when Lexicon started doing better, but I didn't realize Lexicon was doing better. But people used to call me. There was a law school that called me for a talk, and I told my father that I think this is a scam. Why do they want me to go there and talk? And he's saying, what do you mean? Why do they want you to go there and talk? So I did have this thing about myself, and that's why even my logo, believe in yourself, is very important, because it takes a lot to believe in yourself, but that's something I did learn, that I must have done some things right. So at least those things that I've done right, I should be proud about them. That I learned. Unlearned, like I said, I didn't know much. So.
And ma'am, if a young person today wants to build something meaningful but feels overwhelmed by expectations, so where should one begin with?
Like I was explaining when I had to give the pitch, right? You must write it down. You must put everything on paper. When you put something on paper, when you say that, it becomes more, it solidifies what you're thinking. Don't just think something, be like, oh yeah, great idea, discuss it with friends or not. Don't do that. Um, Write down what your vision with this company is, what your purpose is. Because what happens a lot of times is we uh, sell what we want to sell and not what people actually want to buy. Because we think this is a problem, say in my life, and so I will solve it. But it's not a common problem. It's not that everybody has this problem, and so solve a problem that wants to be solved. Wants to be is a problem, sorry, for everybody, not just for you or not just for a few people, and something that somebody actually would want to buy, and that you will only know when you put it on paper. You say that this is the problem, and this is the solution I want to give for this problem. This is what will solve this problem, which is what with the case also we saw that the problem is that people are not able to find legal help. The solution is as simple as I will have a place where people are able to find legal help. Then further deep dive into how you will make that solution better and how you will make it more viable for more people and more accessible to more people. But first thing should be, this is my problem, this is my solution, before you dive into anything new. Because you will put time, money, effort, all of that when you start a new business. So you should be sure about what you are starting. Once you're sure about what you're starting, then like I was saying about believing, you need to believe in your product as well. You need to feel that this product will solve the problem I'm saying it will solve. Because if you don't, nobody else will. That's what, even when I talk to the sales team at Rest the Case, I sell them the product first, and I sell it to them in a way as if they were to buy it, and only if they are convinced that they would buy this product after I've sold it to them, then I say, okay, now you can sell the product, because you believe that this product will actually solve the problem. So yeah, these things you need to be absolutely sure about before you start anything. And once you are, then yes, then you should. And if all these things have come out with tick marks and you've done all of these things, then you 100% should start your business and do it, because you are making sure that you are actually solving a real problem.
Ma'am, but one thing that I would like to ask from you is that coming from a middle class family, sometimes it's very difficult for a middle class student to stay motivated. Sometimes they don't get the right resources or maybe the right support. So how can student deal with that kind of phases?
So the thing with business is that, like I was saying, that all days are never good with anybody, with any business. All days are never good. So you do have to keep reminding yourself as to why you started, what you're doing, why you're doing it. And it's not easy. It's easier said than done. But that's the only way to keep going. Because I agree that, I fully acknowledge that I came from a place where I did have support. And a lot of people don't come from that place. And in the beginning, it will look like everything is falling apart. Everything is not working. Your idea was great, but no one's taking it. Your product is great, but no one is looking at it the way you look at it. But the only person who can help you in this is you. You have to keep telling yourselves and reminding yourselves why you started. There is, at least if you're talking about mentally, of course, support is there's a lot of other support, right? There is financial support, and there is support from your team and from your family and from your friends and all of those things as well. But if you're just talking about your mentality when you're there, is purely that you need to be reminded and only you can do it. You can remind yourself every day why you started. When we started Rest the Case, like I said, there were a lot of people who thought that this is not okay, but I had written it down on a piece of paper that this is what I want to do, and this is why I started. I still have that book with me. I used to call that book a dream and scheme book. So I still have that with me, and it just had that this is what I want to do, and this is where I will be. That's all. It didn't have anything else. I did not explain it, nothing. And I would see that book when I felt that things are not working out. So in that situation, only you can support yourself. And of course, if you're, I don't know if you were asking about financial support as well. Were you?
Everything.
So with that now, thankfully, we do have a lot of options. Because we have a growing startup culture, we have a growing investment option as well. There are people who fund you right from the idea phase to when you have actually gone ahead and made your business. The best way to reach out to these people is talking to them on LinkedIn, is talking to them, because that is the best way to reach out to people now. If you've used Sales Navigator, that is also something that helps you reach out to these people. So you have to research these kind of things, and you have to find out who you can talk to, because there are different type of investors, and there are different people who invest in ideas. There are different people who invest in, and even ideas is divided into, it's the tech idea, this is the service industry, this is whatever industry you're in. So you have to find an investor that fits that your goal, and then it's always that, because we are usually so desperate to start, we will go with whoever comes first. But when an investor is picking you, you are also picking an investor. So you pick the right investor. You pick somebody who understands where you are coming from, what you want to do, and so there needs to be a lot of clarity in your thought as well to get the investor. And also there needs to be clarity as to which kind of investor you would want. That is something that and thankfully now, because of the startup culture that we have in our country, it's growing like crazy. So you do find a lot of options to do this. And like I said, LinkedIn is the best option to find that as well. You found me there, so LinkedIn is the best place to find something like this.
So, ma'am, finally, as we end this podcast, what is one message or one takeaway, one line that you would want every listener to remember from this conversation?
I would like them to remember that that you need to have a purpose, and that you need to always remember that there is this poem by Robert Frost. So in that it says, "Miles to go before I sleep." You need to remember that it's very easy to be satisfied by what you have, but don't be so easily satisfied. There is so much you can do. There is so much that you can achieve. It's your thought that limits you, and to anybody who wants to do, whether you are working, whether you're starting a business, whether you are studying, whatever you are doing, your thought limits you, and nothing else. So if you will automatically work hard. If you think that you want to, you will automatically start a business if you think that you want to. So your thought shouldn't limit you, and if that doesn't, then yes, then it will be the same to you as well, that there is miles to go before you sleep, because there is so much you can do. And also one other thing, it's quite common, it's not a big quote, it's nothing, but I also have a tattoo of it, but I do think that you need to keep telling yourself to be brave. You need to tell yourself not to, and not brave in the sense that I'm going to go and fight with everybody, but just brave in the sense that there are certain things that you have already thought for yourself. And because now we've already covered that you are not going to let your thoughts limit yourself, you're also deciding that there's a lot for you to achieve. So the rest is that now that you've thought about all these things, now be brave and get them done. Do everything it takes to get there, because you don't want to be old and graying and think that I should have done this, I should have done that, I had that time then, this person was talking to me that time, this person was trying to connect with me that time, and I didn't do it because I didn't want to, I was lazy, I was busy, I was whatever. You don't want to be old and be thinking that. So be brave about whatever choices you've made, stick to them, and I think then most things should be taken care of.
Thank you so much.
Thank
ma'am,
you
for-
so much, ma'am. I really appreciate your honesty and your time. And thank you so much for coming here.
Very, very happy actually. I said that to you before, but I'm actually extremely happy. Now you have me on camera also. But I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so much,
ma'am.
ma'am.